The epidemic of lifestyle diseases is affecting Aboriginal people at alarming rates. They are killing us and depriving us of years of life and quality of life. This is very tragic, as lifestyle diseases are illnesses that can be prevented by making healthy choices. These diseases include hypertension, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, chronic renal disease, and renal failure.
I kind of was, 9-to-5 job, no one at home to cook for you, and so you're pretty much just driving past the takeaway shop and going in there and getting a quick meal. So I kind of found myself getting a bit lazy in that sense and doing that just about every second day. So, the weight was piling on and I was finding myself really comfortable with just spending money and not doing anything with my body. So yeah, it wasn't a good thing.
Before I used to be really thin, skinny, and then I had kids and then put a weight on. And back then it'd be just you get the kids ready for school, clean the house, go shopping, pay the bills, come home, and same old thing, just sitting doing nothing, I suppose.
Before this program came in, I was sort of my healthy lifestyle and health eating was ad hoc. Fast foods became part of the norm.
I was programmed just to get up in the morning, walk the dog, feed myself, get to work, do what I needed to do at work, and then go home at the end of the day.
Before then I used to sit around at home and do nothing, and just when the kids would have their sporting programs or thing, I'd just go and buy takeaways and have chips, and thought that was lower cost to buy the unhealthy foods. So I'd buy the unhealthy foods and thought that I was spending less.
Between 2006 and 2010, 68% of deaths of Aboriginal people were caused by chronic disease. Between 2001 and 2010, deaths due to kidney disease increased by 89%. That is 7 times faster than for non-Aboriginal people. Between 2002 and 2009, hospitalisation rates for diabetes for Indigenous Australians increased by 23% in Queensland, Western Australia, South Australia and the Northern Territory combined.
I was 130 kilos of weight, and I got a hernia. I was sick.
I was very probably unhealthy, probably not living the way that I best wanted to, and even eating properly as well. So I kind of thought, well, how do I get involved in these exercise activities as my own personal journey to lose weight?
Another worrying fact is that our children in Western Australia up to 17 years of age have a diagnosis rate of diabetes that is 18 times more than non-Aboriginal children. We can change this. It is possible to reduce the risk of developing these chronic diseases or to reduce their severity by having a healthy weight, eating healthy, being active, and avoiding smoking and drinking alcohol to harmful levels.
With the programs, they went into detail and told you things like what happens when you have too much sugar or fat in your products, I suppose, like in your meals, and what these things can do to your arteries and whatnot in the inside. So, you think you're healthy, but inside you don't know.
Changing for me is that looking at my fridge and thinking, hang on, this is no good for me or whatever, and using salads and other things and stocking my fridge with those things.
It's really hard because you have to change you've got to get the kids to change. So you go through quite a bit, but it's mainly mentally and physically. So yeah, it takes a lot to do it, but you just got to keep pushing through and just keep putting pictures up and like visionary of what you want to achieve and of what's good for you and all the good messages.
It definitely wasn't an easy thing to do. I had to do a lot of soul seeking myself to really look back and reflect on the unhealthy lifestyle I was living to make change for myself to go forwards.
I came from the generation of the 70s where family sat down to hot meals at night together and shared that meal. A lot of families don't sit at the table anymore, they sit in lounge rooms and that. There's not enough sharing in the families anymore, so it's not hard to change back and go from the fresh produce to the takeaways and that sort of stuff there. So
I walk more. I've changed my food portion size of what I eat at night, like less. Not having a lot of sugar and salt and fatty stuff, I suppose, and doing more exercise. Instead of sitting down, just get up and do something. Yeah, and get out and enjoy life, I suppose.
We can all do it for us, our kids, our mob, and our community. This Nalak Kulbang video shows women and men from our community who are doing just that. We need to move forward towards a healthier, safer, fuller life that we deserve.
The feeling I get within me now is that I've got more energy, got more go in me. I'm starting to feel good about myself, and just a change of attitude.
Some of the steps that I took was, starting to make my own lunch, starting to eat breakfast, so actually getting up and making that change of having breakfast. So through the program we were given 12 weekly planners, so it planned out your breakfast, your lunch, your morning tea, afternoon tea. And so I started using those as a platform and actually teaching myself to go, well, what's written there is what I'm going to eat today.
I've given up alcohol, given up cigarettes, so that's a big achievement. Water, drink a lot of water, make sure I have less meals, just put my meals at less, like break it up into 6 meals and just make sure they're healthier and more fruit and veg.
we've been outside a little bit more. I used to love gardening and I stopped all that stuff, but now I've started to mow the lawns again. Get out there, dig a hole and put a plant in the garden now, so yeah, it's really encouraged me to do a lot more.
It's given me the strength, even though I haven't lost a lot of weight, but I'm eating better, I'm more alert, and I think, that's the benefit that I get, so I can keep on working, because I'll be working until I drop, So I've got to keep myself going some way.
Life is good because you can continue to keep learning, keep being healthy, and you're more interested in things. You want to sort of, there's a fresh outlook, there's a burst of energy that you get. And I want to see these things continue. I want to see more people involved in it because it's great.
I look forward to the Tuesdays and Wednesdays that we have the programs. So that is something that I look forward to, something extra, and that makes a big, big difference. But I do feel it at the end of the day. I think, you feel good.
The space in your fridge is so big. It's unbelievable. I went through my cupboards and just stripped it of everything that we don't really need anymore, what I don't need in there. It's amazing what I had in there. So it's amazing the stuff you really don't need if you just go to your veggie shops and buy your fresh produce. Go to your meat section, get whatever meats you like to eat. It is amazing what you store in your fridge.
So all those little things, it just makes a big difference because we're focused now on what we've got out of this program.
A lot of people say to me, that my face looks, I don't know, different, because I don't drink or smoke, so it's changed a little bit, I suppose, but I don't know.
Doing this, you also become a good role model for your children and your grandchildren and other community members. They can actually see something happen, a change coming about. It's more effective than talking about it. There's that old famous quote, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. You don't have to run a country mile. When you start off, you take 10 minutes or 5 minutes, as long as you're walking, doing something, just to be active. Your self-confidence and self-respect really come to the fore when you become fit and healthy, because you're out there, people can look and see your whole attitude changes, you walk taller, your chest goes out a bit, These are the positive things that goes from you from a health point of view, And it's something that people love to see, and they say, wow, look at that guy, You then concentrate a lot better, you learn, you want to be part of things. And that's the beauty of it.
group, it's actually a sisterhood, I say, because it is all women. We have invited men along to partake. They haven't actually came to the party yet. Sometimes it is hard to just start something by yourself, but there is a few ladies that come down that don't have family, but we've said, you know, come down, give it a go, and you know, they've stuck with us throughout the whole program, so it's been fantastic. You know, we've all got each other's numbers and chat to each other online, and yeah, it's just more than just, you know, coming to a class. It's coming to a class and hugging people and going, hey, how you doing this week and stuff. So it's grown more than just a membership of a class.
I noticed even the other night I was driving home and I noticed the church is on the corner, and noticed a little thing by the traffic lights, you know, Zumba tonight. Now normally I would have driven past that, wouldn't have even given it a second thought. But I thought, I even thought, well, if I've got enough energy at 6:30, I'll go down there and have a look. And we're hoping that these ladies are going to come down every week and still continue on. I've met ladies that I didn't know before. You know, I think a really good bonding, and that has happened between the whole group. It's really good. And you can sit down, and when you prepare that healthy meal, sit down and have a good yarn, and we talk about anything and everything. And that's my main thing, is I hope these ladies feel empowered enough to get out and keep themselves going.
I hope the ladies have built enough relationships here to keep each other tied in and to come along and support each other, and hopefully we're trying to get them into the Zumba also, so that will keep them in focus with us as well.
I'd really like to just continue this group and, you know, probably lose another 10 kilos or something, and I'll be happy. So hopefully by the end of the year I'll be another 10 kilos lighter. I'm very happy with where I am at the moment, so yeah, it's been good.
To continue your journey towards healthy lifestyles, visit livelighter.com.au.